So this is SJG Custom. Welcome back to the channel. On the last video we were doing this panel here for the inner seal on the driver's side. So I'm going to take you over there now with this panel. That's where we're going. Let's go. So the plan is to put that bar in down there, put it across here, there to there, so I can keep that panel straight when I'm welding it on. So I think what I'm going to do is get this on and just tack weld it in place here. And then I've cut these little bits out here, as you can see there, and these sections. So what I'm going to do is do this section first, get this tacked on the whole panel, and then in places, and then I'll just cut along here, do a couple of welds, get that in place, and then I'll take like this bit out, and then move that section behind out the way. So that's probably the plan. So I think that's what we're going to do now. I'll get this bit bar on, then we'll come back and start tacking it all on. And crack on, let's go. So there you go, all welded in, really pleased. It's quite really nice that on the other side. So no doubt I'd probably be doing the other side of the car as well. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's quite nice now. So we can crack on and probably get this bit here. I'm going to probably do this back bit first, get all that bit made up. Probably going to have to take the measurements off this one here because it's obviously more in line with this panel where that one's been welded over. I was going to use this one here. I don't know if you can see this one very well, this one here, but this is like I probably took off the other car what I got with the rear floor pans. It's pretty rotten. I was going to use that as a template as such, but I mean I could probably still make it as a template, but it's going to be a little bit of a tricky panel to make, but we'll I'm sure we'll get round it somehow. I might get this knocked out and sort of made up. We'll see what the best plan is. What I'm going to do also is the seat bracket bolt goes in there. I want to keep that in place, so I'm going to put a little bar across here to weld to the other side and then bolt it into there and weld a little bracket on, so when I put the panel back in, that will be in the right place. That's the plan, I think. Maybe put some bolts here. I can unbolt it and just pull it off. I think that's probably what I would like to do, is weld some bolts on here, and then I can just like lift it off and put it back exactly where it was before, because then it ain't in my way then, you see, when I'm putting all this panel in. But like I say, I'm going to come around and show you. So I'll come around here, and what we're going to do is just get all this cleaned up now, start cleaning up this area, and on the other side, and then sort of try and get this removed as well at the same time. Yeah, just want to see what we're playing with really before we put this panel back in and get it all like measured up, and see what we're going to do with this panel here, get it all put in place, and see how much more we've got to replace here and there, and obviously get this one in as well, get it all sort of measured up and cut about. It's going to be a little bit tricky getting it all in there, but I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure it won't be a problem. So like I say, the plan is to sort of get all this area cleaned up first, and then we can go from there, what we're going to cut out and stuff. Yeah, so I'll have to probably cut this bit back and rebuild this bit first, get all that nice lip in there. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So let's crack on, clean this up first. Let's go. So there you go, cleaned up. There's a little bit of rot here, so what I'll end up doing is cut along here and rot across this bit of rot here, and then once I get all the floor pan in the back bit here, then I'll replace this bit after. But like I say, the plan is to get this bit started and get this bit out and get this all shaped up in the corner here. There's my little jig I made, so pleased with that. So I'll just unbolt that so I can get to the actual floor pan itself. And then we'll crack on, start getting this bit, cutting this bit out, but I'll probably get most of this bit back end done first, get it sort of tacked in, then we can start attacking that bit, see how we go. But I might have to do it all in one go because of the gap between this bit and the not so much, see how much I've got to replace on the other floor pan. But that's the plan. So we'll get this bit started at the back here, get one bit done at a time. So that is the end of the video. Thanks for coming back. Just a little update to show you what I'm doing, and I'm still carrying on with the mission. So thanks for the comments, like and subscribe if you haven't already, get yourself involved, and I'll see you next time.